why are modern men too feminine? I'm going to give 2 reasons why modern men are too feminine. One, the modern woman has risen to the level of masculinity. Women are now operating into the masculinity. Traditionally, the man was masculine and was the provider. And these days, women are also providers. So that's why the saying goes, what a man can do, a woman can do better, maybe twice as much. So men were supposed to have risen to higher levels. As a woman rises, the man was supposed to maintain the masculinity and even go higher. But this did not happen. Instead, the man maintained the same level. So women rose to their level. So I find that's reason number 1 why men are operating in the feminine level, because now they have a competition. The person they used to provide for is now an equal provider. So now, for example, if a man were to take you out, he calls you for a date. He expects you to pay for this date. He expects you to also take an Uber back to your place. He doesn't provide for anything. Actually, he wants the bill split into 2. So I think wanaume wamekuwa more reluctant, because now traditionally they would provide for they would take you from your home, pay the bills, and even pay for your house, and they would basically provide everything. But now they don't. Reason number 2 why the modern man is operating on a feminine level is the rising of single parenthood. Men are now being raised by their mothers. Their fathers, well, they're nowhere to be seen. And now you find that by the time huyu mwanaume anafika teen level, this guy is chatting with the mom. Anamsaidia kufunga zipi ya nguo. You know, there's so many things, a very abnormal, I can call it abnormal relationship between a mother and a son. I remember there's this family I visited, and there was a very young boy, let's say 5-year-old. The man in the family, the father of this boy, would not allow the son to sit on the mother's lap. So I want to believe there are certain roles men are supposed to play in the life of a man that is missing. And that's the second reason, and the most reason why so many men are operating in their feminine level. So now the society is blaming women for being masculine. I mean, we are forced to be to operate in our masculinity. We are supposed to. It's like we are forced to, because let me take you back. I talked about men used to be the masculine. They used to be the provider. But the reason why women rose, there's so many reasons why they rose, but one of the reasons why they rose is security. We could not bank on men to take care of all our needs, especially if these men were toxic. And therefore, the women had to rise to a level where they could provide for themselves. That is a bonus reason. I said reason number 2, but let me give you a bonus one. The women had to be independent, and they wanted independence from men who were toxic. Short of which, they had to remain in these relationships and take in bullshit. Sorry. They had to. So women, we are left at a very bad place. Men expect us to be in our feminine, but we are afraid. We cannot trust them anymore that they are going to provide for us fully. And I have sat down with some few women, and some are very, very bitter about this. They're so bitter. They're thinking, what should we do with these men? Tuchukue wanaume wote, tuwaweke kwa nyungu, tuwachemushe, tukunywe supu. Anyway, I want to know your take on this. Let me know down below the comment what we should do. Je me sens pas bien quand t'es pas là.